For a sundowner with Yule burner this evening,
Yeah.
and I am sorry, I am having a big appointment. Not only that, they are proposing to take the history of Anasuya, keeping me there, the real Anasuya. So I think they have given, they say they will give me $20 million because I have come from the heavens. He fell almost half. He said, "This is a lady I thought you will never become current." Now he got all the news. So the effect of the bad satsang is immediate. So till we reach a stage where nothing can affect, a small sapling plant has to be got with a fence till it becomes a thick-stemmed tree. When once it becomes a big tree with a thick stem, that let an elephant come and rub its shoulders, nothing will happen. Till that time it has to be very careful. Even a lamb, even a sheep can just break it down. So similarly for us, in the spirituality till we go up, let us never assume, oh, I will teach him, poor fellow. So don't make the mistake of reforming anybody till you reach the highest stage. That's all. You bow and go away from him. And when the time comes, the Lord will himself put you on the mission. Whether you want it or not, you will have to do it. And at that time, what happens is, there is a saint, and one gentleman was often coming to him and always standing before him. Then one madcap came one day. He came, "Swamiji, what are you doing? This fellow is a known rogue. He always drinks. He always goes to the houses of ill fame. And you are entertaining him." The saint laughed. "I am a washerman. Washerman requires only dirty clothes. What shall he do with white clothes?" So, I am a dhobi. So that's what happens. So at this stage, automatically happens. Till that time, shun anybody who is on that, like shunning the devil.
It is. I've also heard it said that the effects of satsanga, the effects of keeping company with good association, are rather slow compared to the immediate effect of keeping bad company.
Because what happens is, our nature is divinity. Our nature is divinity means we are pure by nature. Absolutely, there is nothing, no envy, no desires for drinks or other things, absolute desires for the entire world. That's our nature. So, over that, for years and years and bursts, all the dust and impurities of lust, passion, deceit, all these things have come and they have been embedded over that. So, to take it off is more difficult. And then go to the base and then make it up, come again. All these days they have been sleeping. So, awake them from the slumber, all your real nature, and then make it come up. It takes time. Why? These impurities, you know pretty well, to make yourself pure, it takes 2 hours. You have to go to the bathroom, you have to put a soap, put so many things. To make yourself ugly, it takes 1 second. You go to the gutter and you will have it. So the same thing happens here. The dirt or the impurities, they come and stick at you at no time. And these things will take time. That's it.
The problem is people lack patience.
I told you yesterday, have patience as if you are going to get the Lord after billions of years. Have the enthusiasm as if you are going to get him within 10 minutes. So that should be our attitude while doing it. Absolute patience. Let it take a number of times, any number of years. Years are nothing. It is also part of the Maya. There is no absolute time. Even Einstein has told, there is no absolute space or time. When all the objects were created out of the illusion, then naturally, in order to measure the distance they travel, the time they take and all, the space and time was created. It's part of the creation. And somebody asked, I think Vivekananda, when was the world created? He said, what do you mean by when? When means there should be a clock. The clock was a creation. So before the creation there was no clock, there is no when. It was a timeless, boundless entities were there. One entity was there which became many. So where is the question?
No other questions?
Nothing.
Swamiji, you wanted to talk about sannyasam versus household.
Yeah. I will talk something about it. How much is essential to become a monk, to renounce the wife, to renounce the son, to renounce the position and power, to renounce your bank balance and your ATM cards, debit cards and the credit cards. Can't, living in the midst of a house, living with family, but absolutely having no interest, having absolutely no attachment to these things. Can't he get God? This has been the perennial question which many have been putting since long. Yes. It's a bit difficult to answer because the orthodox opinion, especially of Adi Shankara, has been, yes, 90% you can progress definitely as a householder itself. But the last, not even 10%, you can get even 95%. The last 4 to 5%, you have to absolutely leave everything physically and get out, and then only it will be complete. Because with all your renunciation of all desires and all that, the desires can never be eliminated 100% till you come face to face with the Lord. That's when Drishtaya Paravari, only then the vasanas remain in a very, very small seed form. You are not even aware. See, I don't want to tell the story because most of you know that story of the jalebi, the monk. So that is why. So the ultimate vasanas can be renounced only when these are all completely taken away. You can see what is the difference between a householder and a monk. The householder lives among the family, about his property, his brothers, his sisters, has attachment to his brothers, has attachment to his father, or has hatred of his brothers, or he hates his father's brother, his uncles, and he is greedy to get more money, more money, more money. Even by ignoring his brothers, he wants all the money. So all these things are there. But when once they become spiritual, what happens? The same thing happens which happens when you are asleep. Now when you are asleep, your wife is by your side, your children are on your side, and one of the children has put its foot on your tummy, and the fan is making its noise. You are sleeping. You are not aware of them. You are not aware of the deep sleep. You are not aware. All the people around you, not even one inch away, still you are not aware of them. Absolutely not aware. Not to speak of them, you are not aware of your own body. Oh, your body is with you. How is it? The only thing is that means all the relationship is all mental. It's all the emotions are all mental. With hatred or love and greed, all are simply mental modifications. So, you have cut off your relationship with all the things even though they are by your side. My brother is by my side. I have cut off all relationship. I will not talk to him. I got no ripple, neither of hatred nor of love. I am absolutely neutral. So the same thing you are doing. At night, you have cut off your mental relation with it. This is the real samsara. The samsara is not bad when God created a child, God created a tree. That is absolutely nothing bad. When you put a relationship saying, this tree is mine, how you bugger can come and cut it down, I am calling the police. Now that fellow gave you a slap, and then you went to the court, the case is going on for 10 years. This is all, you created the entire thing. Otherwise, they were absolutely innocent. They had nothing to do. So it is the relationship which creates. This is what Vidyananda has told. This is called the Jiva Srishti, Ishvara Srishti, the creation by the Lord. They are all innocent creations. They will not cause any problem so long as you don't establish a relationship with them. That this is my friend, this is my enemy, this is my aunt, this is my guru. So that creates problems tomorrow. That's all. So the thing is, you should learn to completely detach yourself. Then you can be a householder. You can live amongst all the things, amongst money, amongst your wife, amongst your children, absolutely unconcerned. Yes, you'll be doing your duties. Your child falls ill. It has got a severe asthma problem. You will take it to the hospital. But you will not be anxious. Oh my Lord, please save my son. I don't know how this has happened. God, I will give 10,000 rupees for Bhiksha to Ramana, save my son. There's no question. That's all. So you will be there. You will do your duties absolutely unconcerned, as you will do to somebody who has fallen on the road who is unknown to you. In the same way you will do. So that is the type of renunciation which we have to develop as a householder. So once we have it, and how to get that detachment while they are there. I again told you, never talk of detachment, you first talk of attachment. You get yourself attached to the Lord. Lord, I am with all my family, you get me some detachment. Lord, I want to have love for you. I would like love only you and nobody else. Slowly, 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 transfer all your love to Him. Then you say, Lord, let me have no ill will towards anybody. Let me have no greed for anything. So ask for all those things. Automatically, then all these things will come. The more you begin to love the Lord, the more these things will receive. Then automatically you become more than a monk. Even a monk, after now seeing children and wife, I have known several monks. For years they will be thinking of, I don't know what my son is doing. He was a loafer in that time. Even when he was, he had a little fear for me. Now I don't know what he will be doing. He may not be looking after my wife. Hurry, you have left on and you are bothering about that instead of talking about God, instead of thinking of God, instead of remembering the Lord. So this is what happens. So even a monk, for outsiders, he will look like a monk. We don't know what is passing through his mind at all times. So all those attachments may not leave his mind so easily. For some it will be absolutely invisible. For some it will be slightly visible. For some it will be much more. I have seen practical cases of how this has happened. I don't want to mention them. So as such, the main point is, a householder can get into it somehow. Personally, I feel, when you have come to 95%, 95% means you are within the gravitational pull area, jurisdiction of the Lord Himself. So you cannot escape His pull. You have to go to God. Whether a monk or not, you will reach. And there have been cases of such cases. Almost all the Maharashtrian devotees, like Tukaram, like Namadev, all these people had reached the high stage. Namadev used to talk with God just like Brother Lawrence. He used to talk with God. He used to play with God. So all these people never left their house and all that. They were having all their comforts. There are minimum comforts, and they did. So you have all the comforts, but you don't attach your mind to them. AC you have, but the day the AC goes off, oh my Lord, the AC goes away, this electricity goes away, I don't know what happens to the electricity department. Do not sweat, you should not be aware of it even. When I am sitting, whether the fan runs or not, I should be aware of it. So like that, that is the detachment you should have. So there is no harm in having that comfort, but don't get habituated and then be after it. Don't be greedy after it. That also becomes difficult, and that is why in most of the cases, even at that 95%, it is better, at least at that stage, at least at your late stage, to leave them all and then go to a place where there could be a guru, a place where all the people are thinking of God, and all the people are all either brahmacharis or sannyasis. Simply go and live in that atmosphere, and then do it. Even then will come up. So, but our Adi Shankara has had a big discussion about it in his commentary on Chandogya Upanishad. There's a very big one. The opponent is asking him, Acharya, look here, there is a man who is better than a sannyasi, 100%. And why should he have sannyas? He says, no. He can be 95%. The last steps cannot be footed without the help of utter renunciation. It should be physical renunciation, not mental renunciation alone. Well, let us come to 95%, then we can discuss further. So, we can say almost that a householder who is completely in that manner dedicated with faith and love and detachment, with these three, and attachment, as I told, attachment is first, detachment comes automatically. With all these four, he should definitely be able to achieve his goal, the goal of having that ineffable bliss, the perennial bliss, and which he may call the realization of the self or the Atman. So he should be able to achieve.
It's more difficult being the householder and getting the detachment, no, Swamiji? It's more difficult being a householder and getting the
But God gives you concession and a little handicap. The point is, the rules for the monks are very, very strict. The rules for the monks are, he should not talk to the ladies. And where will they talk to the ladies go? If they cannot get advice from a monk who is going up. But in those days, they were strict about it. Because, like in the Jains, many of them felt the ladies cannot get their moksha till they get the next birth, a male's form. That was the chauvinistic view. That's all. So you can't help it. But that's not so. In Jainism, no lady can get moksha. But at the same time, there are 24 gurus, they are